Hi everyone, welcome to MASH Math. We are studying chapter 14 Statistics, exercise 14.1, question 5. Question 5 is, in a retail market, fruit vendors were selling mangoes kept in packing boxes. These boxes contain varying number of mangoes. The following was the distribution of mangoes according to the number of boxes. So number of mangoes are given to us, 50 to 52 mangoes are there in 15 boxes. So there are 110 boxes where 53 to 55 mangoes are distributed. There are 135 boxes where 56 to 58 mangoes are arranged. 115 boxes are there where 59 to 61 mangoes are arranged. So like this table is given to us. So first of all, we have to notice one thing. If you see, till now whatever up to 4 sums what we did, the data you see what is given to us, there is a continuation is there. 65 to 68, here the number of heartbeats, 65 to 68, where 68 is finishing here and here it is starting. So 68 to 71. Here 71 finishing, but here 71 starting. So there is a continuation. The data is in continuation form till now whatever we have done. But this you look at it, so there is no any continuation. Here 50 to 52, then 53 to 55, then 56 to 58. So there is no continuation here. There is a discontinuation. So whenever you have data like this, the first thing what you have to do is convert them into continuation form. Okay, that's very, very important. So let's do that first. Okay, I have written down the question here. Okay, so now we have to convert this into a continuation form. That's why I prepared the column number of mangoes. So we have to convert this into a continuation form. So whenever we have to convert, what we have to do is first you take the upper limit from here and the lower limit here. Between these two, what is the difference is there? 53 minus 52 is 1. Okay, now that 1 you will make divide into equally half. So 1, if we have to divide equally half, then you have to divide by 2. So if you are dividing by 2, what you will get? You will get, so when you are dividing by 2, you will get 0.5. Okay, so this 0.5, what you will do? First here you will subtract and here you will add it. Okay, so let's do that. From 50 minus 0.5, what you will get? You will get 49.5. Now here you will add them. So here what you will get? You will get 52.5. So same way, here if you subtract, you will get 52.5, and if you add here, you will get 55.5. So here subtract, you will get 55.5. When you add here, you will get 58.5. So if you subtract here, you will get 58.5. When you add, you will get 61.5. So here subtract, you will get 61.5. When you add here, 64.5. You see now there is a continuation, 52.5 finishing here, then starting here. So that's how you have to convert this into a continuation form. So now let's write down the number of boxes given to us in the question. So the question, number of boxes are given to us. This we will write as it is. Now find the mean number of mangoes kept in a packing box. Which method of finding the mean did you choose? So in the introduction, I have taught you all 3 methods. Any method you can choose, but I am going with the step deviation method, which is the most easiest method. So number of boxes I have written down. So we are going with the step deviation method. So you have to mention that since it is asked which method you are going to follow. So step deviation. And what is the formula for that? X bar equal to A plus H summation of Fi Ui divided by summation of Fi. So we need summation of Fi. So Fi is, this is what is Fi. So summation of Fi. So what is the total of this? So when you total, you'll get 400. So now we have to find out xi. Xi is compulsory, you have to do for all three methods. So direct method or assumed mean method or step deviation method. Xi is compulsory. Now how to do xi I have taught you. Now this only you have to consider, not this. So this is your upper limit, this is your lower limit. So sum of both divide by 2, you will get xi. So xi is equal to upper limit plus lower limit divided by 2. So 52.5 plus 49.5 divided by 2, we will get 102 plus 0.0 divided by 2 will give 51. Okay, so once you calculate this, you have to write down here 51. Now next step, same way you don't need to do. Once you get the first one, that is enough. Now we find out the class interval. We know already the class interval, the difference between these two. So class interval means the difference between these two we have to find out. So let's find out the class interval. H means actually class interval. So you can write down H value. So H value is class interval. So that is upper limit minus lower limit will give you the class interval. Upper limit is 52.5 minus lower limit is 49.5. So when you minus, you will get 3. So this is your H value. Okay. So once you know the class interval, just go on add with this. So 51 plus 3 will give us 54. Add 3 here, you will get 57. Add 3 with 57, you will get 60. Add 3 here, you will get 63. So that's how we find out the xi value. So no need everything to be calculated this way. Only first one you calculate like that. Afterwards, you just add the class interval here. Okay, now we go for ui. I told you for ui is xi minus a upon h. H we know class interval, that is 3. Xi is, this is xi minus a. A is what? Exactly center value you have to take. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Center comes here. So this is our a. So you don't need to calculate. I told you ui how to do it. Where a is there, just put 0 and put 1 and 2. Here 1, 2. So top it will be in negative. That's it. So ui no need to calculate. That's why I do step deviation method, which is easy, no much calculation. So ui, you write down like this. Now fi and ui. So fi, ui. So multiply both. So you will get 15 into 2 will give us minus 30. 110 with minus 1 when you multiply, 110. 135 with 0 when you multiply, you will get 0. 115 multiply with 1, you will get same number. 25 multiply with 2, you will get 50. Now this is in negative, this is in positive. So here you will get 110 plus 30, you will get 140, but negative. Here 115, so 165. This is positive. So plus 165 minus 140. So plus 165 minus 140 will give us 5 to 25. So biggest number is 165, that is in plus. So we will get summation of fi and ui is equal to 25. You see now smaller number, that's why I go with the step deviation method. So now just put it in the formula. So x bar equal to a value is what? A is 57. So write down 57 plus h is 3. Then FIUI is 25. Then summation of FI is summation of FI is 400. So when you divide this with 25, when you divide, you will get 16 times So you'll have 57 plus 3 into 1 will become 3.16. So when you do the division, you'll get 57 plus, when you do the division, when 3 you divide by 16, you will get 0.187. So then when you add them, you will get 57.19. So our question is what? To find the mean number of mangoes. Mean number of mangoes. So this is our answer. So you can use even direct method or assumed mean method. Direct method means just you find the xi. Once you know the xi, so fi and xi multiply. Fi and xi you will write down here. Let me show you. Fi and xi just multiply. Fi xi, get the total of that and put it in the formula and get the mean. Assumed mean means you have to find the a value. Xi, so you have to find out only a value, and then di you will find out. Di I told you shortcut method, where a is there, put 0 and put the class interval table. You just write down top and down, and top it will be in negative. Then afterwards fi and di you have to find out. Whereas step deviation method, no much calculation you will have. Xi once you find out, I just write 0 here where a is there, and 1, 2, 3 you just write down up negative and down positive, and then fi and ui multiply, so it becomes a smaller number. So step deviation becomes much easier, and put it in the formula. That's it. Thank you. God bless you.